Hello everyone. So today I have some amazing news. I don't think that I ever pictured this until recently, that I would ever have thought that this would be possible for me to experience. A little less than a week ago, I had the incredible opportunity to try psilocybin mushrooms. And it was not the first time that I've tried it. It was a macro dose, technically speaking, about 1 gram. And I tried it with the intention of healing myself, healing my brain, trusting that I'm going to be guided to make the right decisions for me, trusting that the universe is going to take care of me and heal everything that I need. And that's exactly what happened. For the last 4 days, all of my sensory issues have completely gone away. 100%. None. No sensory issues at all. My brain has now figured out how to tune out noise, and I no longer feel a sense of disgust from wearing certain textures. I can't even begin to describe to you the level of relief that I feel to be free in my own skin. I'm comfortable in my own body for the first time in my life. I'm comfortable in my own body, and I looked in the mirror and I saw someone so worthy of love. I saw someone so beautiful, so happy and in love with life, and I was able to see her for the first time instead of just seeing like out of a quarter-sized view. It expanded. I can now see the bigger picture. I can now see someone, a spirit who's so beautiful, who wants to expand her own consciousness and learn and enjoy life and just be here. Be in this life and enjoy it. I've had no sensory issues at all. I have, for the first time today, purchased a swimsuit. Now, maybe this doesn't seem like a remarkable thing, but this swimsuit normally would have been sensory hell for me. This swimsuit has really beautiful flowers on the front of it, and it's so pretty, and it's a different style from swimsuits that I typically wear, because usually sensory issues are so painful to deal with that I just can't handle it. In the past couple days, I have cleaned my entire kitchen from top to bottom because I no longer feel like puking when I touch a wet napkin. In the last few days, I actually have begun to see emotions intuitively through eye contact. This is literally so mind-blowing to me. It's so unfamiliar. I'm not used to that at all. To be able to make eye contact with someone just from a single second and see their emotions and see what they're experiencing just from eye contact. I've confirmed this with so many different people, and it's incredible. There's so much emotional information to be seen in a face, and it's so beautiful to finally witness that for the first time in my life. I can't even explain to you the level of relief that I feel. I'm free. I'm not constantly bound by the chains of autism anymore. 95% of my symptoms, the disabling symptoms, are gone. 95%. I've been wearing anything I want. I'm gonna grow out my hair long now because it doesn't bother me now. I've been singing. Basically everything in life simultaneously feels less bright because, my eyes are adapting to it, and yet also brighter. Everything is so much more enjoyable. I almost feel slightly stoned because my GABA and glutamate brain system has stabilized. Let me go through my list of items here. There's so much to tell you. I can't even believe. This is literally medicine, and it's just absolutely amazing. Okay. After this experience, all of my executive dysfunctions are gone. My visual memory has tripled. I don't misplace things anymore, and in fact, I'm remembering where other people are placing things, which is just mind-blowing. I never thought I'd be able to do that. My short-term memory has it's improved about 1,000-fold. I literally set a mental reminder last Wednesday, and I remembered it today, 35 minutes before my reminder popped up. It has given me a taste of what it's like to live life as a neurotypical who can see these social cues. Yesterday, I had a conversation with someone. I could tell that they were enjoying the conversation immensely, and I could tell when they were ready to stop talking. I was actually seeing all of these social cues, and it was incredible. It was incredible. It has fixed my directional sense completely. I can now create mental maps. I no longer need a GPS to go to my favorite coffee shop, and I've lived here for 5 years and been going to this place for probably about a year now. And I always needed a GPS. Sometimes I'd get lost on the way to work. I don't need a GPS anymore. I am setting and creating these mental maps. It has fixed the part of my brain responsible for visual memory and orientation in space. It has made driving easier because that normal quarter-sized amount that I can normally focus on at a time has expanded so widely that I now understand why driving is easier for neurotypicals. I now understand why most people think driving is so easy. Because it is easy if you can see the big picture, if you can see all the cars together and how they're all working together, if you can see the whole thing all together, of course it would be easy. My reaction time has significantly improved. I don't feel like I need to stim constantly anymore. Stimming is still really important for my regulation, but it's not a pressing need. Whereas before, if I didn't stim or do some kind of movements all the time, I would literally feel straight up agitation. I have now been freed from this. I have been freed. And I'm still amazed that this was from a single experience. I mean, I guess you could say a collection of experiences, but a single experience triggered all of this. It has helped me heal my deepest wounds. It has allowed me to discover and understand my rejection wound and to be able to see from a higher perspective past that. Basically, it's taken me down a life path for self-understanding and the knowledge that nothing is separate from me and that I and only I have the power to heal myself against anything that other people say. So, I mean, Google it. Try to find someone who's figured out how to improve their brain from neurogenesis. I've been studying the hell out of this for 10 months. I have created a mind map with over 85 resources and links mapping out the entire autistic brain, trying to figure out how to fix it. And I don't mean fix to mean that it's deficient. There are areas that are deficient, but there are also strengths that are not often talked about. So, does that mean I'm not autistic anymore? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that I'm functionally autistic. It means that all of my dysfunctions, all of my problems have been solved, but I'm still me. I'm still me. But I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I went to work the other day, I flushed the toilet, and I didn't feel like screaming. I don't know if I've ever felt so peaceful and quiet. Right now, I hear myself talking and that's it. Like, I can still hear other things, like I still hear electricity, but my brain has learned how to filter it out from just a single experience. I've had no sensory issues. I've been doing the dishes. I feel like there's been a hard reset on all of my neurotransmitters. I feel almost slightly stoned because GABA is now in balance. Coffee affects me differently now. And oh my god, everything feels so fun. Like, I feel like dopamine has completely fixed. It's been completely fixed. I made my bed this morning. And that might not seem significant if you're listening to this and you're neurotypical, but this is a level of function that I have been dreaming of for my whole life. And I didn't even know it was possible for me until this moment. And I can't even describe to you the level of joy that I feel when I see other people. Normally, like, prior to this experience, when I saw joyous people, I would identify it as joy, but I wouldn't feel it. I wouldn't be able to connect to it at all, really. Like, I see that it's there. It's like someone drawing a smiley face on a wall. You see that it's a smiley face, but it doesn't really give you any kind of emotional charge or emotional connection. And for the first time in my life, I'm not excluded from this level of connection with other people. For the first time in my life, I can look into my husband's eyes and I can see from his eye contact how much he loves me. And I can see everything. Like, I can see the happiness, I can see the sadness, I can see the pain, I can see anger, I can see all of these things. I can see annoyance, and it's not from some kind of algorithmic identification like it was before. It's an intuitive framework that I have been gifted with. I have had a miracle happen to me. This is a straight up miracle. I want all of you guys to hear this. Mushrooms have healed my brain in so many ways and taught me how to love myself so passionately, so voraciously, and just, life is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. A few days ago, I made eye contact with a waitress. I could intuitively see that she was really tired and exhausted from the lunch crowd who had just come in. There were a lot of people that day, but she was very appreciative of my kindness and patience and willingness to wait for my food. I saw all of this from a single glance. A single glance. From a physical perspective, 90% of the inflammation in my body and in my joints is gone. All of the pain that I held before, quite literal physical pain and discomfort, it's gone. It is gone. I feel no agitation from textures anymore. I can wear any clothes I want. I can wear dresses that have seams. I can filter out noises. I feel like a parallel circuit is being built in my brain, allowing me to communicate more effectively with everyone and no longer remain in the dark. No longer remain in this isolated experience of not knowing, you know? It's so hard to explain this to someone who hasn't lived through it. It is such an isolating experience to not be able to feel what other people are feeling from default, from an intuitive framework, and to be able to feel it. It's one thing to identify it, it's another to feel it. Autism, sometimes it feels like you're an AI trapped in a world of humans. Because all you can do is analyze the hell out of everything. And yeah, it's great sometimes to be able to analyze, and yeah, it's great to have those local brain connections, which are 10 times more powerful than NTs, but emotionally, it is so isolating. It's so hard. Because you see all these people around you, and it's like they're speaking their own secret language, one that you don't understand. One that you desperately want to understand. And now, I've been gifted with the ability to understand it. Now, I can see what's happening. I can see the way that people are communicating with each other non-verbally. I can see their emotions and their eye contact. I can see when people want to leave a conversation. I can see when they're interested to talk to me. I can see all of this in a way that I never was able to my entire life. My entire life. And the best of all of these sensory issues being gone means that I get to live my life in peace for the first time. Instead of always having some sort of background anxiety about how things feel or how things sound, instead of getting lightning bolt headaches that feel like I'm gonna die from bright lights, instead of suffering from vacuum cleaners and bathrooms and sinks and electricity and all the bazillion sounds that are amplified in autism, I am now freed from all of that. I am now free. I don't know if this will last forever. I don't know if this is how NTs see the world. But I know that 95% of my pain is gone in an instant from a mushroom. from a mushroom. Tell me, how is it that the medicine to cure people and fix everything they've always struggled with, how can something like that be illegal? Think about how much suffering it would take for you to be willing to talk about and do something this taboo to be able to live in peace. How much suffering would it take for you to be able to make the choice to try something like that? What would it take? Would it take torture? Or even maybe less than that? I don't know. Everyone's different. But all of this, it's been resolved for the last 4 days. This is entirely new territory for me. I don't know how long it'll last. All I know is that now I have double frameworks. I have the autistic framework that I've had my whole life of analyzing everything, being able to read people based on algorithms and pattern matching. But now I have an intuitive framework that I can use in conjunction with that. An intuitive framework. I'm no longer separate from everything I always thought I was separate from. I'm not separate from it at all. I can see all of it now. I can see everything clearly, and I can look myself in the mirror and just think, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You've been through so much, and I'm so proud of you. I can talk to myself with so much joy and so much love. So much love for myself, so much love for others. I can feel their emotions now. And I'm not trapped in a little bubble of isolation, trying to connect with people, feeling hopeless about it anymore. I feel so much appreciation and gratefulness to have this experience. To be able to live, truly live with no discomfort, to be confident in my own body, my own appearance, my own mind, to be confident in my abilities to do anything, to be able to connect with people in the ways that they connect, to be able to speak the same language as other people. For the first time in my life, I'm able to do this, not only with people who are like me. I'm able to express this to everyone or anyone who is open to that type of connection. Because I can see it now. I have an intuitive framework, and mushrooms fixed it for me. I can't believe that this medicine is so powerful and has helped me so much. It's just amazing. I wish for everyone to know how amazing it feels to finally be free from the struggles you've faced your whole life. Free from fear, free from rejection, free from disability, freedom, free from confusion, freedom to be you in your own skin with no discomforts, freedom to express your divine self unequivocally without judging yourself based on the standards set by other people who didn't understand and who couldn't understand you. Freedom to be who you are, to observe your own thoughts without being trapped in them. Freedom to be free from these toxic loop thoughts and cycles of pain. Freedom to look in the mirror and smile and say, I am beautiful. Freedom to get soaked in the rain with your friends. Freedom to dance. Freedom to feel and process your emotions, even in an instant. It's something I'm able to do now. I'm instantly able to process my emotions. I can't even explain how freeing it is to be able to do that. Going from a 4-hour delay sometimes to be able to process emotions or even know they exist, to now being able to process them instantly. It's the ultimate freedom. Freedom to jump, freedom to run, freedom to exercise and have fun doing it. Freedom to have excellent reaction time. Freedom to do whatever you want. Freedom to explore your own consciousness, knowing you are not separate. You are part of all things. Everything and everyone is a reflection of you. Freedom to know that all things, yes, all things are available to you and you're not excluded from them. You're not excluded. Freedom to know your own worth, to love yourself so much that you're captivated by the appreciation and the sheer beauty of everything life has to offer. Freedom from your deepest wounds, freedom from whatever you think might be your limitations. I'm here to tell you you can overcome them if you dive into the fears of it and you make the decision that you and only you and your higher self hold your own power to heal yourself and make it happen and allow it to happen. Freedom to do all the things that you thought you'd never be able to do. Freedom to grow and expand as a person, adding and discovering new layers of who yourself really is. Freedom to understand yourself, and the people who show up around you match that. Every single day I wake up feeling like it's Christmas. I feel like a child on Christmas morning. And I just can't even believe how it can be this good. Every day I'm like, how is it possible that life can be so easy, so wonderful, so freeing? It's such a beautiful gift for us to be able to experience ourselves. Life really is this good. Life really is this good. Life is about fun. Life is about love. Life is about joy. Life is about embracing your own inner authenticity. And even the physical gifts, like giving a kid a gift, a present at Christmas, are nothing in comparison to this total self-love, acceptance, and freedom. Freedom to be myself. Freedom to express myself. Freedom to wear what clothes I want. Freedom to grow my hair out if I want to, without feeling agitated from it. Freedom to get soaked in the rain, even if your ukulele gets wet. Freedom to see other people and feel their emotions. Freedom to know that it's okay to be you. That you're divine and perfect in your own right. That it's okay to express everything you've always needed to express. That you're enough as you are. And if you're listening to this, maybe you're autistic, maybe you're not autistic. Maybe you're level 1, maybe you're level 2. Don't let people tell you that you can't heal yourself, because I am living proof that it is possible. And honestly, even if all of this goes away tomorrow, even if tomorrow I go back to the way things were completely, my life has forever changed from this experience because I've gotten a taste of what freedom feels like. And that is everything.